All right, this is going to be in the chapter on screen capture tips and closing. Now, I've got a few more screen capture tips for you to check out. First of all, speak more slowly than you normally would and make the extra effort to sound out your words more than you would in normal, everyday conversations. It just really helps when you're out there much more aware about how you're going to speak. Keep your hand off the mouse unless you have something to point at. I'm sure you've seen this. I've been guilty in my presentations. If you've seen screen capture videos where you can see someone's mouse and they don't do this, they will always keep their hand on the mouse every time they talk. They have the mouse is moving, they're jerking it around. It's very distracting. Now, there are guys that can do this that are really good speakers that are just jerking the mouse. It's way too distracting. Now, here's another step for you. Here, another tip, excuse me. End your webinars with a bang, not a whimper. So if you have an hour of content, end at 45 minutes. But you can end strongly instead of asking, does anyone else have questions? Or instead of just dragging it on, you can say, something like this. Think about what questions that need to be answered. Think about the webinars and teleseminars compared to physical seminars. When you go to a physical seminar, usually the speaker has a set amount of time to talk. So he really has to make his point, and he's really trying to do a call to action. He's trying to get you to buy something at the end, so he's going to make sure that you remember him. So you need to model your webinars after that instead of realizing that you have, and realize that you have an unlimited amount of time. This isn't Congress. You can't filibuster people. You don't want to waste their time. If you make a really good point or a point of call of action, always end on a high note. Always end with a bang, never with a whimper. Now, here's how you handle your user input. So, this could be a simple. You could bribe them with a freebie in exchange for answering the questions, like we talked about earlier. You could make a simple freebie just to motivate people for answering. You could do, for example, people would answer with bribing them, one guy with a freebie just for taking answer, and the rest of the people that are in there will see that. There will be other people ask questions. We talked about a countdown timer earlier. All right. If you ask questions, you wait for the text to reply. It may take 30 seconds to a minute to reply. That's 30 seconds is just dead air. You're waiting for them to reply. So get them to talk is more one-on-one. If you can get them, now this isn't going to work for everybody, but you can share screens. You can get somebody to talk on the phone. You can get that live interaction. Response time with audio is like 2 to 10 seconds. It's much more responsive than waiting on somebody to type in a question. If the question takes too long, have the person that's doing the webinar with you, your buddy, have them answer a question. Have a talk about something like that. Don't wait 30 seconds to a minute to wait for a question to pop up. Now, here's some other tips for you. Now, for your first webinar, I kept telling you earlier, record your webinar. But believe it or not, for your first webinar, maybe the first 2 or 3 of them, don't worry about recording it. You don't have to worry about having a second guy. You can do this by yourself. The first one, first 2 or 3 even. Just get the science of presenting on a webinar down pat before you do anything else. And then to promote it, hopefully you have a list or you have a place to advertise. You can do a joint venture with someone else. That's another thing we could talk about. Now, again, this is all part about building your list. Here we're going to go into a couple other things. All right. We're going to be doing webinars, in our Skype Mastermind. I'm going to be using hot conference calls. This is going to be an introduction into what I'm doing with offline business consulting. We use YouTube marketing a lot. We use some really cool tools that you can use in presenting your services and offers to other network marketers if that's what you do. So I give everybody an opportunity, and in this report, I'm basically giving everybody in here an opportunity to have a 30-minute consultation with me. Now, it's not going to be free for everybody, but it is a call to action. I usually give 5 to 7 people who purchase one of my ebooks a call to action. I'll give 5 to 7. It's either usually the first one or the best question. So that's something we're working on. We're moving forward. We're going to be doing webinars to teach you more of this inside our mastermind. It's less than $5. You need to check it out. Moving forward, hey, last thing, You get any product that I've created, anything that I've done, for a one-time payment of $8.95 in this group. There are going to be products in the future that once they go off the market, once I'm through launching them on the WSO, you're going to get those for free. Check out our services. I'm giving you 100% no money back. Excuse me, no money back. No hassles. Quick money back guarantee. Get the upgrade. Hit that order button. You'll be glad you did. Thank you so much. Bye.